Hi everyone, it's the English Simmer here and welcome back to another Creator Sim here on my channel. So as you all know, and as you've probably got your hands on already, Discover University for The Sims 4 has just come out, and ever since I found out about this, I've been talking about this on my Twitch channel and how I wanted to do this Creator Sim so that you guys could go to my gallery and download the sim if you wanted to. But whilst I was getting in the uni mood, there's just something about like 90s and noughties films that just scream like college life, and Legally Blonde is one of those films. So I watched this like 2 weeks before the release of Discover Uni, and I was just like, oh my god, I know exactly why I aspired to be Elle Woods when I was younger, because she is a badass that doesn't take anything from anyone, and she's just wild. Like, that whole film is just a ride. If you've never seen Legally Blonde or Legally Blonde 2, please go do yourselves a massive favor. So basically, obviously, Elle goes to Harvard in the film. I'm not going to give spoilers, even though it is like, what, almost 20 years old, maybe? Can we just say that, like, Reese Witherspoon, geez Louise, how that woman hasn't changed in 20 years is beyond me. Like, that is in itself just crazy to me, because she looks exactly the same, and it's scary how much she looks the same. But yeah, Elle goes to Harvard, and I thought Bridechester looks a lot like Harvard. I've never been to Harvard personally, but it's a fairly old school, and I say fairly old because obviously I live in the UK, I live in England, and therefore all of our buildings are a lot older than American buildings. Even if Harvard is considered old in America, it probably wouldn't be considered that old over here in England. So it's fairly old, but it just gives me that vibe. Like, Bridechester is kind of the school that focuses on like art and history and English, whereas Foxbury is the more scientific one. And I feel like that's what Harvard is, but I don't know. I don't really pay attention to American universities. I only know about the American high school system and university system because of what I see in American drama TV shows. And we all know that those are not realistic. So don't take anything I say in this video as like Bible. But I decided I wanted to recreate Elle Woods, aka Legally Blonde, aka Reese Witherspoon in The Sims 4. I actually didn't use too much custom content on her. Clothes-wise, I don't think any of it is custom content, or if it is, like, it's very, very little. I obviously did use some, like, CC hair and also the CC skins that I have in my game. If you ever want to know what custom content skins I use, I actually just did a video on it, which I will leave linked down below, because that's, like, the biggest question I get asked whenever I, like, create sims, whenever I am like playing the game. You guys always ask me what custom skins I use, and there are like 5 that I will constantly fall back on. So I made a whole video talking about what I have in my game currently, what I've been using for like the past 2 years, and pretty much if you download those skins, the sims are gonna look pretty similar to my sims. I usually use CC makeup as well. I absolutely love Cryptic Sims. Cryptic is an amazing makeup content creator. They do make other things as well, but like their makeup CC is just incredible. So if you're wondering where I get most of my makeup from, it's probably Cryptic, like very highly likely, but I do have other creators in my game as well. So I pretty much tried to recreate her most iconic looks, I guess you could say. Obviously, there's a lot of pink in her wardrobe. I wanted to go and keep up the pink theme, even though in the second movie she kind of like grew out of that a little bit. The first movie is just iconic, especially for all of Elle Woods' outfits, so I had to bring a lot of pink into this LP, and create a sim, and I never used the color filter, but on this one I did, because I knew I wanted pink. So this is obviously the recreation of her outfit in the scene where she's like, what? Like, it's hard, when she gets into Harvard and impresses her ex-boyfriend. Honestly, this film does seem problematic when you start watching it. I started watching it, I was like, wow, this was problematic. But the character arc, man, the redemption we feel for Elle Woods when she is fighting in that courtroom, she's just an icon, like through and through. So I obviously went off her most iconic looks, a lot of pink, a lot of like leather. She does wear Moschino. I did use Moschino stuff, so if you don't have that in your game, then you probably won't be able to have the first outfit. Can't remember if this dress is CC or if this came with a pack, but honestly, just a whole look. She does kind of look like Barbie, I'm not gonna lie, but that's kind of like the vibe you get from her at the beginning of the film anyway. It's kind of like this Malibu Barbie vibe. And then of course I had to add the outfit with, I don't think it's technically a beret in the film, I think it's like a farmer's cap, you know, like one of those front caps, but I don't think we have one of those in the game, and I hate the way they look, so instead I went for a pink beret, which is actually custom content. I said I didn't use a lot, but now I'm like watching back the video, I actually did use a fair amount. I tried to use in-game content like as much as I possibly could, and one annoying thing is all of the pinks don't match in Creator Sim, which would be boring, don't get me wrong, I like having different shades, but when I'm trying to find like a skirt to go with a top and just cannot find one that matches, it's a little bit annoying. But she wears a lot of like long pencil skirts, and the really the only ones of those that we have are from base game, and we all know that base game colors were a little funky. When The Sims 4 first came out, it was like the Sims team hadn't really decided on like which color palettes they were gonna use, and obviously like textures and things like that have got a lot better since the base game. Honestly, all you have to do to look at how like textures have differed and like bettered themselves since the base game is just look at all the new university stuff. All the Creator Sim items that came with university are incredible. So I don't think I caught all of her outfits on video. I can't remember. Thinking back on it, I'm like, did I capture all of them? I think I may have skipped her hot weather outfit just because I was like, you know what, hot weather is the same as what she wears all year round anyway, like a top and a skirt or a little dress. I obviously had to recreate the iconic bunny outfit. I actually, fun fact, didn't have any bunny ears in my game, obviously, like when the heck am I gonna use bunny ears? And I was never gonna risk having bunny ears in my game for like random townies to spawn with them, because we all know that it would have happened, and they would have been walking around with them at like Christmas time, which just definitely wouldn't have made sense. So I've never downloaded bunny ears into my game, but I physically like saved her to my library, closed down the game, exited out of Creator Sim, and then went to download some bunny ears because I just couldn't not have them. Like, that was just not a possibility. Her party outfit is iconic because of the bunny ears. So yeah, I didn't capture her hot weather outfit, which that's why there's a jump, but I did decide to instead recreate Bruiser as well. I'm fairly sure the dog is called Bruiser. I always think it's called Bowser, but it's not. I'm fairly sure he's called Bruiser Woods. So that's why I named him anyway. So if it's not Bruiser, I apologize to all of you Legally Blonde fans out there. I know I'm going to get some angry comments if that's not his name, but he's a little chihuahua, and she obviously like dresses him up in like little pink collars and like little purple jumpers, and he's adorable. I didn't go too in depth, like I wasn't gonna waste time on a dog. I pretty much typed in Chihuahua because I knew he was a Chihuahua, and then just went from like the base default that comes with cats and dogs. So yeah, completely skipped her hot weather outfit. Clearly I could not be bothered to record that, but that is my recreation of Elle Woods. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it will be up on my gallery. My gallery name, for those of you who may not know, is EnglishSimmer with a capital E and a capital S, although she might not be uploaded the time that this goes up because I'm actually at my parents' house right now and don't have access to my PC. So she might be up a little bit later on or sometime this weekend. So I can't guarantee when she's going to be up on my gallery because obviously I didn't want to spoil her before this video went live, but she will be up at some point. I can promise you guys that. So if you like this recreation of Elle Woods, please do give it a big thumbs up and let me know down below, who was your 90s and noughties icon? If you do download Elle, let me know in the comments what she got up to in your game. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Subscribe if you aren't already, leave suggestions for other creator sims if you want any, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye guys!